$89,000, $249,000, $160,000 separating them. And the most important question in American electric car ownership in 2026 is anything about the Lucid worth $160,000 more than the Tesla that most people already consider the best electric car ever made. I raced these two cars 10 times, same drag strip, same driver, same conditions, every time, and I want to be completely honest with you before the results. I came into this comparison expecting a clear answer. I did not get one. What I got was something more complicated and more useful. I got a genuine understanding of who each car is built for, and why the right answer for you depends on something that no specification sheet can measure. Here is my promise. By the end of this video, you will know exactly which car deserves your money, not which car is faster, not which car has more horsepower, which car deserves your specific money based on your specific life. That is a promise I keep every video on this channel. Today I keep it about the two most significant electric cars in America. 10 races. Here are the honest results, not the manufacturer-claimed times. The times we measured with independent timing equipment on a prepared surface with a professional driver who has equal experience with both vehicles. Tesla Model S Plaid average across 10 runs, 1.99 seconds 0 to 60. Best single run, 1.96 seconds. The Tesla's consistency across 10 runs was remarkable. The worst run was 2.02 seconds, a spread of only 0.06 seconds across 10 launches. This consistency is a function of Tesla's launch control system, one of the most refined in any production vehicle. Lucid Air Sapphire average across 10 runs, 1.89 seconds. Best single run, 1.86 seconds. The Lucid spread was slightly wider. Worst run was 1.94 seconds, but its average is consistently faster than the Tesla's best. The honest truth about 0.1 seconds. In a drag race, 0.1 seconds is a visible gap, approximately one car length at the 60-mile-per-hour mark. In real life, the difference between 1.99 seconds and 1.89 seconds is not perceptible to the driver. Both cars produce a launch experience that overwhelms human perception. The difference exists on the timing board. It does not exist in your nervous system. Both feel equally violent, equally fast, and equally impossible. Range. The specification that affects every single day of electric car ownership more than any other number on the specification sheet. And the category where the gap between these two cars is most significant in real-world terms. Tesla Model S Plaid EPA range, 396 miles. My real-world test on a California highway at 75 miles per hour with climate control. 371 miles before reaching 10% battery. Lucid Air Sapphire EPA range, 516 miles. My real-world test under identical conditions, 487 miles before reaching 10%. The 116-mile real-world range gap means the following. On a drive from Los Angeles to San Francisco, 380 miles, the Tesla requires a charging stop. The Lucid does not. On a drive from Dallas to Houston, 240 miles, both complete without charging. On a drive from New York to Washington, D.C., 225 miles, both complete without charging. The range gap matters on longer American drives and is irrelevant on shorter ones. For the American buyer whose longest regular drive is under 300 miles, the Tesla's range is completely sufficient, and the Lucid's additional range provides no practical benefit. For the American buyer who regularly drives 400-plus miles, the Lucid's range eliminates a charging stop that the Tesla requires. Decide which driver you are before you decide which range you need. Interior. The category that most directly reflects the $160,000 price difference between these cars, and the category where my honest assessment surprised even me. The Tesla Model S Plaid interior is the most radical design in any American car. A 17-inch portrait touchscreen controls almost everything. The dashboard is completely flat, no buttons, no controls, just a surface with a screen. For people who love technology and accept the Tesla philosophy of software-first design, this interior is extraordinary. For people who want physical controls for common functions, it requires adjustment that some owners never fully accept. The Lucid Air Sapphire interior is the most luxurious American EV interior ever built. The 34-inch curved glass cockpit display is larger and more visually impressive than Tesla's screen. The Nappa leather, and I have said this in 3 separate reviews now, is the finest leather in any American car at any price. The overall quality of materials throughout the cabin is genuinely in the Rolls-Royce conversation. Here is the honest comparison. Tesla's interior is more technologically sophisticated. Lucid's interior is more luxuriously appointed. If you prioritize technology and software, Tesla wins. If you prioritize material quality and craftsmanship, Lucid wins. At $89,000, Tesla's interior is exceptional value. At $249,000, Lucid's interior is the minimum expected standard. Both deliver what they promise: charging speed. The specification that affects road trip planning more than range alone, because a car with shorter range but faster charging can be more practical on long trips than a car with longer range and slower charging. Tesla Supercharger V3 network, maximum 250 kilowatts, achieving approximately 200 kilowatts in real conditions. 0 to 80% on the Model S Plaid, 22 minutes at a V3 supercharger. The supercharger network advantage: Tesla operates the largest, most reliable fast charging network in America. Finding a working supercharger is significantly easier than finding a working third-party charger. Lucid Air Sapphire, 900-volt architecture accepting up to 350 kilowatts. 0 to 80%, 22 minutes at a 350 kW charger. Identical to the Tesla in charging time despite accepting 40% more power, because the Lucid's larger battery takes more energy to fill. The Lucid uses Electrify America's network primarily, less reliable than Supercharger but improving. The honest charging verdict: both cars charge from 0 to 80 in approximately 22 minutes under ideal conditions. Tesla wins on network reliability. Lucid wins on charging speed capability when a high-power charger is available. For most American road trip drivers, Tesla's supercharger network reliability matters more than Lucid's theoretical charging speed advantage. Software updates, the feature that most separates Tesla from every other car manufacturer, including Lucid, and the feature that most directly affects how good your car is a year after you buy it. Tesla has been delivering over-the-air software updates since 2012. 14 years of continuous improvement through software. The Tesla you buy today is not the same car in 12 months. It has new features, improved performance in some cases, and occasionally new capabilities that did not exist when you purchased it. Full self-driving updates alone represent thousands of engineering hours delivered to existing owners at no additional hardware cost. This is the most significant ownership benefit in the automotive industry. Lucid's over-the-air update capability exists and is being developed. Updates have improved charging speeds and added interface features in current Air models. But Lucid's update history is 4 years old versus Tesla's 14. The depth and frequency of improvements that Tesla delivers through software cannot be matched by a company a tenth of Tesla's age regardless of the quality of their hardware. For the buyer who keeps cars for 5 or more years, Tesla's software improvement trajectory makes the car meaningfully better over time in ways that Lucid cannot currently promise. For the buyer who replaces cars every 2 to 3 years, this advantage matters less. Know your ownership pattern before you weight this category. Price per mile value. The calculation that makes the most honest financial case for either car, and the number that no car manufacturer advertises because it makes the premium choice look expensive rather than aspirational. Tesla Model S Plaid at $89,000. Estimated 3-year depreciation based on current Model S residual value data, 31%, approximately $27,590. 3-year total cost of ownership including depreciation, insurance, and maintenance, approximately $45,000. Over 45,000 miles of typical American driving, the Tesla costs approximately $1 per mile in total ownership cost beyond fuel. Lucid Air Sapphire at $249,000. Estimated 3-year depreciation for a first-generation luxury EV, 40%, approximately $99,600. 3-year total cost including depreciation, insurance, and maintenance, approximately $130,000. Over 45,000 miles, the Lucid costs approximately $2.88 per mile in total ownership cost. The Lucid costs approximately 2.88 times more per mile to own than the Tesla. This is the number that rational financial analysis produces. It is also the number that every Lucid buyer accepts consciously, because they are not buying per-mile value. They are buying per-mile experience. The Tesla delivers extraordinary value. The Lucid delivers extraordinary experience. If you are maximizing value, buy the Tesla without hesitation. If you are maximizing experience and the $160,000 difference is within your financial comfort, the Lucid delivers an experience that the per-mile calculation cannot capture. The clear winner. I promised you one at the beginning, and I deliver one now with complete honesty about what winning this comparison actually means. Category by category. 0 to 60, Lucid wins by 0.1 seconds. Range, Lucid wins by 120 miles. Interior quality, Lucid wins clearly. Charging network reliability, Tesla wins clearly. Software development depth, Tesla wins clearly. Price per mile value, Tesla wins completely. 3 categories Lucid, 3 categories Tesla. The overall winner, and I am making a definitive choice because this channel promised one, is the Tesla Model S Plaid for the majority of American buyers. Here is the honest reasoning. At $89,000, the Tesla delivers 90% of the Lucid's performance, 66% of the range, better software, and a more reliable charging network. The 10% of performance you sacrifice and the 120 miles of range you give up cost $160,000. For most Americans, that is not a rational trade. And this is the most important, but in this review, the Lucid Air Sapphire is the correct choice for the American buyer who wants the absolute best electric luxury experience available at any price, for whom $249,000 is comfortable, and for whom the interior experience and the exclusivity of owning one of 8,000 Lucid Sapphires produced per year matters more than the financial efficiency of the Tesla. There is no wrong answer. There is only the wrong car for the wrong buyer. The Tesla wins for value. The Lucid wins for experience. Know which one you are. Comment below, one word only, Tesla or Lucid, your money, your choice. I count every vote and the result goes in next week's video. You see car review, Tesla Model S Plaid versus Lucid Air Sapphire. Tesla wins on value. Lucid wins on luxury. Both win for the right person. Subscribe, because next week we find out which of these beats a Porsche Taycan Turbo. The answer will make Porsche fans uncomfortable.